Hi YouTube, hi Vinyl community. This is Jesse back with a video. Finally getting around to show you some of the stuff that I picked up at the record show that was held in my town several weeks ago. I've been out of it for a while. I had surgery a couple weeks ago, nothing big, but it did sort of knock me out of commission for a while. Yeah, there are so many contests going on and threads going on that I need to reply to, and I've just lost track. If I want to do them, I don't know how to even go back and find all of them. If somebody wants to do me a solid and knows what's going on right now, then I'd leave it in a comment, and I'd really appreciate it. But I've just been so out of it. I've missed out on a lot. So yeah, I want to show all the stuff that I got at the Roanoke Record Show, and in fact, since the record show happened, I picked up even more stuff. I'm going to have to do another video for that. What I'm going to try to do is get through all of this in one big video. Hopefully YouTube will let me load up a long video. I've kept it to about 25 minutes so far, but I'm hoping I'll be able to load a much longer one. I'm going to turn it down. I think it's too loud, but this is what we're listening to right now. This is Zager and Evans, and it's just the regular orange RCA Victor label. There's the, flip it over that way for the back, and so there's the cover, and then it opens that way, and you go that way with it. So there's the gatefold for you. This is a really sort of spaced out kind of album. There's songs out here like The Plastic Park, The Candy Machine, During REM, Mr. Turnkey, really sort of spaced out stuff. I like it. I have to admit that this is the guys that did Indie Year 2525, and then when I was a kid, that song really creeped me out, actually. I picked this up just sort of on a whim, thinking, well, if they're weird enough to do Indie Year 2525, then that whole album's probably going to be pretty groovy. So let me turn it down, and we'll go on to the rest of the stuff. Alright, this is Mr. Turnkey. We're on side 2, actually. So I'm going to start off with 2 albums that I picked up for basically full price, and then we'll go on to this other stuff that I picked up. I didn't spend more than $5 on anything else I'm going to show, but except for these first 2. Alright, I'm going to take this out of the sleeve it came in. Nick Waterhouse, Time's All Gone. This is a 2012 release, and this is tremendous. This is tremendous. I heard what I guess is the single from this, called Someplace. Heck, if you want to pause me, go over, open up YouTube and another thing, look up Someplace by Nick Waterhouse, and check out that music video. You'll hear for yourself what this album sounds like. This is sort of this is like the revival of rock and roll. It's kind of like, alright, take Buddy Holly, take him out of, Lubbock and Clovis, New Mexico, take him to LA, sort of roll him around in the gutter for a little while, give him a full band with female backing vocals, and you kind of got Nick Waterhouse. Like, this guy is really, really great. This is the insert. It's just another picture of that, and it's a redo of the back. I don't know why they felt the need to do that. Kind of a strange choice, but whatever. There's the label, IL Records. This is... Wait for the lights to come back up. Having light problems. Alright. He covers I Can Only Give You Everything. He covers Indian Love Call. No, that's his song, Indian Love Call. Yeah, I Can Only Give You Everything is the only cover on this. This is great, man. If you like rock and roll, wish that rock and roll wasn't dead, then you know, you'll be happy to pick that up. Put $20 into that album. I actually had to ask my local record shop to order it for me, and she got it, so I was really happy for that. Oh, so I'm going to wet my whistle, give you a little BC chew there. There you go, folks. Alright, and the second one, I actually just cracked the seal on this. I hadn't opened it yet, I'd waited, and I kind of hadn't done it yet, so I haven't even played this yet. But it's Tom Waits, and I know it's going to be good. This is Blood Money. As you can see, I put 18 into this. It was sealed. There's the back cover of it. This is 2002. This is Blood Money album. And there's the inner pick there, and then the lyrics on the back. And nice custom labels here on this one. There's one side, and then I'll just flip this over carefully. There it is. And then there's just the pick on the other side. So, really looking forward to this. I hadn't opened it up yet because I haven't really been able to give myself the time to really take it in and absorb it. But now that I've opened it up, I'm going to have to do that soon. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I've really been looking for his stuff and trying to find it used and stuff like that. But it was the record show and sort of went in Rome, so I picked that up. This is the other one I picked up by him. This is his first album, Closing Time. Picked that up for $5, and I think this is the only $5 record that I picked up, probably. It's coming apart, I haven't glued it yet, but there's a very young Tom Waits looking there, and this is, you know, every song on this is good. Played this during a party recently, and just loved the hell out of it. I haven't spun this yet. This is a very special double album by John Mayall and Some Memorable Men. This is Back to the Roots. I like John Mayall a lot. Whenever I see his stuff inexpensively, I pick it up. I usually wind up liking it. And there's the nice looking gatefold there. See if there's anything. Mick Taylor's on this. Eric Clapton's on this. I don't see anybody else. Somebody named Sugarcane Harris is on this. Harvey Mandel, I recognize that name from a lot of other things. Anyway, this is a Polydor release, so I'm looking forward to that. This is sort of a weird one. A buddy of mine, actually, who he plays in the Young Sinclairs, which is a garage rock outfit. I played that song a couple of videos back. He had this, and it's just the 2 records in the sleeve. So I picked up, I don't have a sleeve for it, but I picked up the Meters, and I picked up Exorcist Damn Right I Am Somebody by Fred Wesley and the JBs. So they're both really rough. I haven't even cleaned them. They're both really ugly. But he wanted $1 for both of them. I was like, well, you know, I mean, if they play through, even with Crackles, they're 2 albums that are kind of difficult to find, and I got each one for 50 cents. Pick this up. Elektra, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, Fly Girl. It's a demo, white label promo, but it's 88. But again, this is probably only $1, so. Delaney, Bonnie and Friends with Eric Clapton. So I got that. And there's the flip. There's the band right there. I'll take this out here. It's got some ringware and it's dirty and it's split, but again, that's probably only $1. And the vinyl actually is pretty clean, surprisingly. So that's that record. Norman Nardini and the Tigers. So I picked up a live album by these guys at a local antique store months ago. It's called Eaten Alive, and I really, really liked it. Really good rock and roll on this. So I saw this for cheap, and I picked this up too. And they do a cover of I Think We're Alone Now, the Tiffany song, which is actually really good. Strangely, I've seen this song be covered by a lot of different groups, and this is by far the best cover I've seen. This is 85. It helpfully tells me it's also on cassette. Good to know. Good to know. Here's a picture of the band, and just that. And let's see. got some crud on it. I just need to destatic it. But it's this CBS Associated Records thing. Just good, fast, rock and roll, sort of rock and roll revival stuff. Pick this up, Dave Clark 5 Return. I like Dave Clark 5, and I like the stuff that aren't the hits, actually. The B-sides, the more obscure stuff winds up being a little more garagey for me. So, just the Epic label there. It's a good-looking copy of it, and there's the back of it. Yeah. Here's a little bio of each group member. I'll show these three real quick. Another artist I've gotten into is Jerry Jeff Walker. I like that whole sort of alt-country, early alt-country, Jerry Jeff Walker with contemporary Townes Van Zandt, who I really like, and you can't ever find his shit. But I like Jerry Jeff, so I got Walker's Collectibles. I got this one, which looks to be self-titled, I think. Got that one. And then I picked up this one, which is got the, nope, it's on that side. It's got that promo thing on it. Let's see if it's, yeah, and it's a white label promo with the butterfly label for Elektra. And I'll show you there's the gatefold on that Jerry Jeff. Alright. I think this one might be a gatefold too. Let's take this out. Yeah, this is a gatefold. So there's that one. Oh, and it opens this way. Little liner notes and groovy black and white photograph there. Picked this up for $1. It's ugly looking, but it does play all the way through. The Yardbirds Greatest Hits. A lot of these songs I have on 45 already, but not all of them, and it's hard to find the Yardbird stuff inexpensively. I certainly can't find it in a thrift situation, so I was happy to have that. This will be making it onto the Christmas compilation for 2013, Christmas Wrapped by Curtis Blow. There's a flip of that. Mercury release. And what I mean, it's good. One side is 8:11 in time, and the other side is 7:53. It's the instrumental do-it-yourself version. So this is a pretty common song, and I'm kind of surprised I haven't come across it yet. But I never had it on vinyl, so yeah, that'll make it. Man, I was talking with somebody about this group. Maybe it was D-Mix Will, I think, about Houdini. I left a comment saying you never find Houdini anywhere, and so I found Open Sesame, which is 1987. So I think it's going to wind up being later for Houdini, maybe not as good. I don't know, I haven't spun this yet. If anybody knows about this album in relation to the rest of their career, I'd be interested to hear it. Hear what you had to say about that. And that's on Jive. So, even a 1987 release, I'm still really happy to find it. Like I said, it's hard to find whole albums by Houdini, and I put it $2 into it. I have another album by these guys, and I really liked it. This is the Fabulous Poodles, and I used to have this album, and I never played it, and I got rid of it, thinking I wouldn't like it, or I don't know what I was thinking. But then when I found the other one that I really, really liked, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it fast. Hang on there. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I picked this up months ago, hell, even more than a year ago, and this was really good. Pink City Twist, Vampire Rock. Again, kind of like Norman Nardini and the Tigers, where it's 80s revival, sort of loud, fast rock and roll, but not on the punk side. And this is actually 1979, and this one is 78 or 76. So I'm really happy to have this back, actually. I don't think this is my copy. Sometimes that happens around here. and that's just an Epic release. Picked this up. I don't really know much about the Chambers Brothers, but I think that I probably should. I mean, I like funk. I think this is probably a classic group I haven't been introduced yet, and I think I put $1 into this. And this is 2 different albums. One album is Love, Peace, and Happiness, and the other is Live at Bill Graham's Fillmore East. So 2 whole albums in this gatefold. You can see where even each side of the gatefold, this is the Phil Graham side, Bill Graham, and this is the Love, Peace, and Happiness side. And there's the back, and again, it at least lists each album separately. So, really happy to have this. And I always thought the Chambers Brothers was too late for this label style. This is Columbia 2i with the 360 sound stereo in white. I always thought they were later than this label style, but maybe not. I'm going to turn this down again. I think it's still too loud. Hang on a minute. Oh! Well, it's over anyway. Okay, so I'll show you the label. That's the Zager and Evans RCA right there. I guess we'll just put the next one on. The next one on is The Fantastic Expedition of Dillard and Clark. So we'll put that on. I've already listened to this. This is a pretty classic album. Good late 60s, 70s California, you know, country rock. Gene Clark, of course, from the Byrds. I don't remember the history of Doug Dillard. I don't think he was in the Byrds either, but I'm sure he knocked around in other bands. And this is a little gunched up, but it's $2 into it, and it's the vinyl's clean. This is The Nice, and I'm not going to try to pronounce what this is, mostly because, let's see what the record says. Ars Longa Vita Brevis, on the Pink Immediate label. I'm sure that The Nice is well known to a lot of you in the DC. If you don't know about it, I did play this, and this is sort of based off of sort of a classical thing. Like side 2 is Prelude, first movement Awakening, second movement Realization. So you sort of get the idea of they're sort of doing a symphonic kind of thing. But this is, I thought this was really heavy, psyche sort of stuff. There's the flip of that. There's the fellas right there. Yeah, this was really good. I mean, the Immediate label, I think almost everything on that is good. I'll give you a clear look at that right there. Yeah, psych, heavy sort of stuff. It's been a while since I played it, but I definitely can recommend this album. I like it a lot. I haven't listened to this yet, and the reason why I picked this up is kind of funny. I am under the same screen name on Instagram, and I post pictures there at just 45s for my collection, and I follow other people and their pictures, and I follow someone whose name escapes me now, who did this whole series of pulling down Status Quo and listening to it and just raving about it, and especially the early work. And so when I saw this like for $1, I was like, all right, well, I'll try that. So Status Quo, I think it's going to be, hard, fast rock and roll, but probably a little more, maybe even a little more heavy metal, maybe more blues rock based. This is recorded during the winter of '74. So, all right, I'll pick this up. Tom Verlaine, The Wonder. Got some water damage on the bottom, but it's $2. It's a UK import. This is Flip, of course, Tom Lane from the Dead Boys and television, I think. Haven't played this yet, don't know much about it. The Inner is nothing to write home about. It's on the good-looking Fontana label, though. This is from 1990. So, I have high hopes for this. Don't know anything about it. If you in the DC know about it, comment and let me know. Let me know what I'm in for. This next record, and I think two others that I don't really... Wait a minute. I might be able to find it real quick in here. Hell. Where is it? Alright, here it is. Alright. So this album and the next album I got for... actually got for $10 together. Okay. So they were, I don't know, I guess $5 a piece, whatever you think. This is MC5 back in the USA. The same friend that sold me the Clash's first album that I talked about in an earlier episode sold this to me. This is for sale by him. He had 15 on it. I pulled it out. He said, I'll give it to you for 10. And then I pulled something out. He said, just take that one. So MC5 back in the USA. As you can see, I mean, it's got something going on the bottom, but I think it's an original. I don't think it's a reissue. It's the Atlantic label. And so this is the other album that I got. So from the MC5 to Sweet Honey in the Rock. That's how my music taste goes. If you don't know Sweet Honey in the Rock, it's not like anything else. They're an all-woman African-American and African a cappella group. They're just tremendous. What they can do just with their voices is unreal. And live, they're great. They're, you know, socially progressive. They're doing all the right things to be good people in the world, and I really like everything that they do. This is their second album. This is from 74, I think. It has a inner little booklet here with pictures and lyrics in black and white, and this is on Redwood Records, and the actual title is Believe I'll Run On, See What the End's Gonna Be. So, Sweet Honey in the Rock, definitely check them out. Pick this up, the Electric Flag. Again, probably put $1 into this or so, and fairly sure it was $1 because it does have some scuffs and some scratches, and it just isn't the record show kind of quality that the people really insist on, like a record show. But man, if I had seen this at you know a thrift store for $1, man, this is in great shape for $1. Okay. So I picked this up not knowing what the full story of it is. This is the Rose Garden, and I've never run across this before, but apparently C.A. Blankenship is a notorious motherfucker in this town amongst record collectors. Every record collector that I showed this to, that I picked it up, they expressed some version of, if I ever see C.A. Blankenship in a dark alley, watch out. Because he had a great record collection, and at one point he got rid of his record collection, and he stamped his damn name all over the blasted things. Every single record looks like this, but it was like $1. So the Rose Garden, this is coming across a real scene split. This is the Atco label for that. This is jangly sunshine pop, late 60s. Not really the Mamas and the Papas, but more jangly 12-string guitar a la the Byrds. It's good. It's good. I thought maybe it'd be a little heavier and a little more psych, but it's not. But I still really like it. The lyrics are quality. The musicianship is quality. Oh, come on. is Wando. Now we're starting to get into the not as common stuff. This is Wando. Here's the back. Here's the pictures of the band. And there's the full thing. Now I picked this up because, I mean, looking at the pictures on the back, the electric guitars, the drums, this crazy guy with all of his percussion stuff going on here. I thought this would be a little crazier, a little funkier. It's not really. There's quite a few ballads on here that really don't turn me on, but it does have its moments. There are some great percussive moments. The up-tempo songs are good, but it sounds really traditionally Brazilian to me. So I was a little disappointed in this. It's an import. It's from Brazil. And there's the label for you, Beverly. And this bottom, I think, is all in Portuguese. So, you know, for $1, I took a chance on it, and I didn't really score with them, but that's okay. I did score with this. Whoa, Tropia. This is really good. This is a gatefold. Love this picture here. And then there's the back. Okay, so just to give you an idea of what's going on here, the first song on the first side is Tambourine. Okay, so the backing band lays down this really great groove, and the first sort of soloist is like a slide or acoustic guitar player that sounds like it could be straight out of like a Leonard Skinner album, like a southern rock sounding lick. Then the next instrumentalist that comes in is playing the violin, and it's like the sort of discordant minor key, slightly off sort of violin that reminded me straight out of like a 80s, circa 1980s TV drama, like the cheesy ones like Knots Landing or Dallas or something like that, like that sort of sound. If you hear it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then the third one that comes in, all the while the backing band is laying down this nice bass heavy funky groove, is a fuzzed out guitar. This is really good. The song, The Jingle, it came on and I was like, this sounds like, it sounds like a instrumental track buried on an Elton John album. But like Elton John in the late 70s, when he got a real band and he started like getting more rock and roll, but before the 80s when he really got into the coke and started to suck. Okay, so Tropia I definitely recommend this. This is John Tropia. He's got a wiki page, you can look him up. Apparently he's played on all sorts of stuff. I didn't recognize the name. I thought it was the name of the band. Steve Gadd is on here, who was with Paul Simon for years. I recognized that name when I got it. I don't recognize many other people on this, but I'm sure that you are more familiar with jazz and the intricacies of bands would know a lot of these names. But I really highly recommend this album. It's funky. There's all sorts of different tracks on it, all sorts of different instrumentation. Definitely recommend Tropia. Oh, and I'll show you the. Excuse me. I'll show you the label. This is a Marlin release. I've always liked this label. Just the graphics of it. I've always liked that one, and I don't think I've ever been disappointed by something on Marlin. All right. I made some notes on some of these. This is Joe Bauer, Moonset. And there's the band there. This guy is from the Youngbloods, which I didn't know until I looked it up. And this is really jazz. I think this is really jazzy. The last track on side 2 is called Earthquake Blues, and it's 8 minutes and 30 seconds, and that goes a little bit into the blues. It's a little It's a little more up tempo. It's sort of more, you know, blues rock kind of stuff. But a lot of this is jazz. There's a track on here called Frogs, which is a minute long, and it is frogs. It is a recording of frogs, which is cool, but it's frogs. And I really like this. This is an inner. I would love to like cut this part out and just have like this on a T-shirt. I think that'd be awesome. There's the other side of it, a cat peeking through a knothole, and the inner is that. But I've never seen this label before. Apparently, Raccoon was set up by the Youngbloods. It was the Youngbloods record label, and I'd never seen it before. So this is a white label promo with the Warner Brothers, but with the raccoon next to it, and it says Raccoon Warner Brothers Records. So I'd never seen that before. So I liked this. It's kind of mellow. Earthquake Blues, like I said, it really gets into sort of blues rock, and it is certainly the most up-tempo, but it's solid musicianship. I mean, I can say that. Solid musicianship. Alright. I think the record might be over. Yep, record's over. We'll put on Moonset. We'll do a little Joe Bauer here. Hold tight, y'all. Alright, and we're back. Next one I got is, yeah, jazz. It's Ohio Knocks with the timing strip on it. And I picked this up not really knowing about this. The only reason I picked it up, really, is because I flipped it over and I noticed that it has Dallas Taylor on it, who is more famously known for being on the Deja Vu album, which I love the Deja Vu album. So I thought I'd give this a try. This guy, what's his name? Peter Galway. That chap right there. He was in, I looked it up, he was something called the Fifth Avenue Band. I've never heard of it. But this apparently is his project. There's the gatefold there for that. This was just okay, really. And the reason you know it's just okay is because it clearly didn't make an impression. I can't really tell you much about the music on it. I remember it being pretty mellow, and nothing really stood out. I don't know if it's going to be a keeper, but this is a promo. It's on the Reprise label, so there's Ohio Knocks for you. A little sip of coffee. Okay. This next one, this is not what I expected. My Heart Attacked Me by Honey Davis on Life and Death Records. And there's the flip, very simple back there. Copyright 1988. Nothing particularly special about this, but here is the label, Life and Death. Very simple pressing. Honey Davis is on the Google. You can look him up. He's called something, I don't know if he self-names himself, something like the Prince of the Blues or something like this, but this is really like heavy blues. I thought it was really good, and from what I see, it looks like this has been re-released on maybe vinyl, maybe on CD, and it's been expanded. I saw a different track listing. This only has 10 tracks on it total. I saw some sort of release that had more tracks on it, and I actually saw a vinyl release that looked very much like this, but just had a different picture. So I don't know about all the releases and stuff like this. I thought this was really good. Real just heavy blues rock, electric rock. Definitely a private sort of pressing, but apparently Honey Davis is very well known. He's been you know, a supporting artist for plenty of big names that I recognize. So recommend looking him up, getting his album if you're interested in that. This is a 10-inch album that somebody you'll probably see on a contest. Someone is running a 10-inch record contest that I need to do a video for. This is gospel music, and here it says Duettes, D-U-E-T-T-E-S, and calling this an album is, you know, a bit of an overextension. There are 5 songs on this, and it plays at 45. This is a limited edition, number 102 of 500. And at the record show, I picked this up and I was looking at it, and the guy who was selling it said, "I've dropped the price on that thing like 5 times, man. Just take it." I think he just wanted it gone. He was tired of looking at it. There's one side of the inner, and the other side of the inner looks like something out of the Blair Witch Project. But this is a Floridian release. Wes, I don't know if you know anything about these folks, but they're definitely from Florida. They put it on their label and they name-checked Florida several times. This was really good, actually. Woe unto the people that put their hands on it and didn't pick it up before, because this was really good. This is kind of roots music, kind of like Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. Not as woo as Fleet Foxes can be, but sort of in the same vein as new, I don't know what you call it, roots music or whatever. But this was really good gospel music, and I think that's the name of the band, and I think the name of this is Duettes, D-U-E-T-T-E-S. It's a 2010 release on Fierce Panda Records. Yeah, pick this up. This was really good. Actually, it's so good, I wish there were more songs on it. I would have happily listened to more songs on it. In Your Eyes, 12-inch single on that one. Oh, T-Connection. I'd never heard of these folks before. This is the album Magic. I think this is their first album. There's the back of it right there. Good funky looking band. On the front it says Magic-D-30004, but the label is this more common dash label there. I have to admit, it's been a little while since I've listened to this. This is funk. They sort of kind of go into disco a little bit. I looked this up. I think this is their first album. I don't think they did many albums. I don't know how hard this is to find, but I definitely recommend this if you like funky stuff. Like side A, track 2 is Disco Magic, and I honestly don't remember if it sounds like disco or not, but I thought this was really good and funky. So, this is Stolen Moments, Red Hot and Cool. And I'm not going to read all these names out. I will just bring it close to you so that you may read them for yourself. Alright, that's the artist on this album. And this is, I'll open up the gatefold. It's one of those that opens that way. Alright, and there's the back, and as you can see, this is a response to the AIDS crisis, and this is from 1994. And I've listened to some of this. There's something up with this pressing. I don't know if it's all the pressings or if it's just this one. It's really noisy. But the label, the vinyl looks clean. I mean, it looks as good as anything else that I got at the record show that was inexpensive and put on the turntable, but this is really damn noisy. The music's still really good. They did a good job on the inners there. There's one of them. That's the other one. Really good music, but noisy as hell. So if anybody else has it, I'd be interested to hear if yours is also noisy as hell. But yeah, really happy to get this. I think I probably got this for $1. I think I might have gotten this from one of my friends. I pulled this out of his box, and this was going to be just a trade where he got some of my stuff and I got some of his. And I pulled this out. He's like, "Oh, that's really good, man. You need to get that." This is really good. They cover "Heart of Gold" by Neil Young. Ace's cover of "Heart of Gold." You got to check it out. They do things called "Voodoo Night," "Brown Girl in the Ring." He Was a Steppenwolf. They cover "King of the Road" by Roger Miller. Yes, they cover "King of the Road" by Roger Miller. This was really great. Check out the band right there, man. Look at that. Look at that picture, man. Love those guys. And love this picture too. Yeah, there you go. And pull this out. This is a custom kind of label. I think this is. I'm gonna flip this over. I think this is a foreign pressing. It is. This is German. This is a German pressing of this. So. The group is Boney M, and the album is Night Flight to Venus. Good, funky album, all the way through, but the Heart of Gold cover and the King of the Road cover are just a riot. Kind of in the same spirit of the Jerry Jeff Walker. I've heard of this guy, and I'd never seen anything by him, ever. And found this, I put $5 into this one, too, just to check it out. And I have to say, I don't think I've played it yet. This is Doug Sahm and his band on Atlantic. And there's a cover, there's the back. Doug Sahm is on this. Bob Dylan is on this. He vocal, harmony, guitar, harp, Hammond organ, and Vox organ. Dr. John is on this. David Bromberg is on this. Wayne Jackson is on this. Bunch of other people that Flaco Jimenez, I think I'm pronouncing that right, is on this, doing the accordion. Bunch of other people. So I'm really excited about this one. Doug Sahm, oh hell, he was in a 60s band, and I'm gonna be embarrassed that I can't think of it. I keep thinking 13th Floor Elevators, and it's not that one. It's the other one that came from Texas, whatever that was. That's Doug Sahm right there. Sir Douglas Quintet? Maybe he was Sir Douglas Quintet. I think that's it. All right. So Doug Sahm's band on Atlantic. Really excited about this one. I think I also got this from my friend. This is a comp, but it had a lot of names on it that I didn't recognize. Fanny Adams, Glass Harp. It's got Matthew Southern cover down there at the box. Wishbone Ash, of course, a lot of people recognize. I was also encouraged to get this. It's got some really good songs on this, none of which I remember right now, sorry. But this is the MCA Sound Conspiracy. And I think this is, I think, American, but this is a strange label, MCA Sound Conspiracy. This is a really good color. So if you ever see that, excuse me, God, I recommend getting it. Pick this up. I'll take this out of the. Got the Herd. Looking through you on Fontana. I think this is this is Peter Frampton's band before he went solo. A little bit of damage on the back there, and it's a full split. But again, I put a buck into it. And you'll be shocked. This looks like shite, but it actually does play through. It's on the Fontana label. So this sort of stuff is this kind of 60s. This kind of 60s music is hard to find around here. So put $1 into it. I played this once, and I thought it was really, really good, but I can't remember a whole lot about it. Rufus Thomas, Crown Prince of Dance. Now, I've got a lot of Rufus Thomas 45s, but I've never seen an album by him. And, I mean, the song titles on this are just, I mean, take a look at that. I Want to Sing, Funky Robot, he does Tutti Frutti, Funky, It's Made Alive, and this is funky. This is definitely funky. Really good album. I don't think there's anything special about the inner to show you. No. But it's on Stax. So, really good funky album. Alright. This was the other, I think, loser in the group. This is John Buck Wilkin. It's just called In Search of Food, Clothing, Shelter, and Sex. Which, you know, I like his priorities. Here's the flip. There's the gatefold. This guy, I looked him up. This is Ronnie from Ronnie and the Daytonas, which I think did Little GTO, the 60s car song. And the other interesting thing about him is his mama, Marjorie, wrote the song Long Black Veil, which I love. This is not good. I put this on at the dinner party I mentioned earlier, and we were sort of all listening to it, sort of looking at that moment when you look at the record player and you're like, really? It's kind of, So I was like, well, okay, hang on a minute, maybe it's just this track, so I jumped it, and we're all like, Yeah, it didn't make it. I haven't even played side 2. It's just, he doesn't sing well, and the lyrics aren't inspiring, and, bless him, he covers Long Black Veil. I don't even want to hear him do it. He covers Me and Bobby McGee. That's not good. There's a song called Apocalypse 1969, which is co-written by Chris Christopherson. I mean, there's so much on this that should have made it really good, and it all just boiled. Alright, this is... Okay, I'll just show it to you. Okay. And this... Is this? Yes. Yes, this does open up, but it's very delicate and you sort of see why. Okay. I thought this was going to be Egyptian music. It's not. Well, there's some music. Apparently there is a production that happens at this, Karnak Temples, and it is called Sonnet Lumière. And this is a transcription of that production. So there's a lot of talking on it. There's some music. I just needle dropped it, and I picked up more speaking than music, which is disappointing, but I didn't listen to the whole thing. It's $3. I took a shot. And this is on YouTube, actually. Like, they're still doing this, apparently. Whatever this show is, they're still doing it. And there's videos of it on YouTube, and this actual pressing is a known entity. I found it on YouTube. I found it on the internet, just, people having it, people wanting it, stuff like that, maybe on Discogs, stuff like that. Yeah, it might be interesting. It says, directed by Gaston Papelou, Papeleux, Arab Republic of Egypt, Ministry of Culture and Information, Egyptian Organization of Antiquities. So, I may, listen to this someday, sort of needle drop it again, try and maybe pick up some really cool music on this, but yeah. This is a compilation album from Splat Records, Ltd. This is out of Lexington, Kentucky, and I'll let you see for yourself all the bands on this. Okay, this is 1985, and this is punk and new wave. Punk and new wave stuff, really good. All the songs on this are good. So that's the white on the black, and then the flip is the black on the white. So that's Splat Records. Really good compilation right there. This is a funny story. Okay, so a lot of these things, I'll show you. All of these price tags are from our local shop who's set up at the record show, and it's called The Bazaar, Bazaar, and look them up online. The woman that runs it is fabulous, and I have things on consignment there. A lot of her stuff is consignment. People bring her things and she sells them. She does some new vinyl. She can order things. She was the one that got Nick Waterhouse for me. So I don't actually go record digging all that much, and I went to I went over to her section because I know her, and I knew she'd give me a good deal on stuff. So I'm just picking things up, and I came across this album, and I was like, I used to have this album. This looks really familiar. And she said, "Is it C87?" I said, "Yeah, it's C87." She said, "It's your record." Times change, people's tastes change. So this is Chili Charles by Busy Corner, and I took my record back to try it. I must not have listened to it enough. I don't think I've listened to the whole thing, and actually what I heard, I really wasn't that turned on by, but I haven't listened to the whole thing. And she told me that she has dropped the price on this several times. She had $7 on it, and from what she looked into, it's worth more than that. So I may just keep it since it's really not selling. It's not going to get me much in the way of credit. So I may just keep it. It's a UK import, and it's on this Virgin label, and I love this label, man. I love the graphics on this thing. Alright. Oh, is that the end of the record? Alright. We'll flip that one over. Hold tight, everybody. Alright. I took the record off before the frogs played, but I figure all of you all know what frogs sound like. I don't really have many more to go anyway, so this is Urban Heroes, and it said, "Who said Urban Heroes?" I picked this up just because I liked the look of the band. This looks like it's my sort of speed. It's got titles like "We Are Urban Heroes," "Saturday Nights in Peking," "Dada," "Dancing Okay." I mean, good titles. And this is more new wave than punk. I expected more punk, but really solid new wave sort of stuff. Like this a lot. This is on Handshake Records. I definitely recommend this. Who said Urban Heroes? And this is 1980. So kind of early new wave. Really like that record. I only have 3 more for you. This next one is Terry Reid. I didn't know who Terry Reid was. And I looked him up, and I still don't have a good handle on all that he did or who he is. And I picked this up for $1, and it's pretty dodgy looking. It's got a lot of small scratches and a couple of big ones, but there's the Epic label right there. But I will tell you, this was really good. Especially the song "Stay With Me, Baby," which is the last track on side 1. A lot of people know Jeff Buckley for his song "Hallelujah," but Jeff Buckley did another song called "Lover, You Should Have Come Over," and that track is like 6 minutes of Jeff Buckley just sounding like he's just like dying over his strings. I mean, just bleeding onto his strings and howling into the microphone. "Stay With Me, Baby" on this album makes it to that level. I mean, he just sounds like he's just leaving everything on the studio floor for that song. And the rest of the album is really good. But he does Highway 61 Revisited and sort of intermingles it with a song called Friends. It's the first song on side 2. Friends is his own composition, but he interweaves it with Highway 61. It's a good track too. Yeah, this is produced by Mickey Most, and Mickey Most does great stuff. Really recommend this album if you don't have it. Terry Reid. Picked this up because I recognized an artist on it. This is Fat Mattress 2, and this is a Noel Redding project, of course, from Jimi Hendrix Experience. What I learned is that Noel Redding left during the recording of this, but he is credited on about half the song, so it's not like he was not on this record at all. I haven't listened to this yet. If somebody who has this, let me know if it's any good. I expect it will be. I'm pretty excited about it. And this kind of Atco label, as opposed to the other Atco labels I showed you today. And yeah, so really excited to have this. I'd be interested to hear what anyone had to say about the first Fat Mattress album. I've heard that it's better, but I'd like to know if it is. And last one, and I haven't listened to this yet, which is just a crime. Lynn Lovitch, Stateless, Wastewater Damage, but it was Buck, so picked it up any damn way. This is on Stiff. This is a Stiff Epic release. And it's upside down. Way to close out the video. There we go, Stiff and Epic. And this is from 79, so excited to have this. So yeah, that's everything that I got at the record show. Finally, able to show it to you. Oh, one other little bit life update. Not a lot of folks on here. We don't really talk about stuff like that. But if you have noticed, no, I did not get married, but I did get engaged. So that is my engagement ring. My girlfriend's is far sparklier and pretty, but I have an engagement ring as well. So yeah, yay for me. And I guess that's it for updates. I have contests, videos to make. In fact, behind me you may see where I've already pulled out some of the 10-inch records because I remembered that one contest. I need to do that one, but I know there were others. So I'm hoping to get back into the VC and watch some more videos. Hope everybody's doing great, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.